Pull up a chair. Make yourself at home. This is Table for Two.
We're Marivic and Michelle, and every week we save you a seat at our table where we talk about everything from life, beauty, wellness, and everything in between.
We're here for laughs, stories, and the things we don't tell on Instagram.
This is Table for Two.
Okay, what's one thing the audience doesn't know about us?
I mean, besides the fact that we're besties and that I talked you into moving out here.
It's more like I'm introverted, and most people might think I'm outgoing and extroverted. One, because I'm like the face of Aurora, and then two, because I'm always out with you guys.
Right.
But I'm actually very introverted.
Oh, I guess I could say that even though I am very extroverted, when my social battery dies, I literally don't want to see anyone, to do anything. That's why sometimes I disappear. You know, like you'll ask me like, "Hey, where were you today?" I was literally in bed doing nothing. Sometimes I really just need to reset. And as much as a social person as I am, definitely have moments where I want to be a hermit, which I know you can.
Totally understand that. That's like one thing I like very much understand for sure. I guess like we can go into our story. They don't know how we met.
Okay,
Right?
yes.
Or not they don't know. There is a lot of people that will watch this and know how we met. But
Right.
like maybe let's introduce that.
Sure, let's do that. Okay, so it was in San Francisco at Row, where we used to work at.
What was your first impression of me?
I already loved Claire. Claire
Which is my
Michelle's
cousin.
cousin. And one day we needed someone to come in to work doing bottle service. And Claire brought Michelle in. And I didn't know at the time, of course, that first you didn't have any experience, which honestly, for bottle service, you don't really need experience. You just
You
need to
hold
have
a bottle
You hold the bottle.
and you pour it.
Pour it. Yeah. You just have to be personable and have a lot of energy. And I feel like that's exactly what you had. But going back to Claire and I were already friends because we worked together, and then she brought Michelle in. And I think just from that moment on, you and I clicked, right? I feel like everything else was history from there. You and I ended up being closer than, I mean, you know, I was already friends with Claire.
Right.
But
Then you and Claire.
Yes,
For sure.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I feel like my first impression of you was like, I've never met someone so friendly and bubbly off the bat. Like, who is just so open and friendly when you meet someone like that's awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, I feel like you and I just clicked from the very beginning, and after that we were kind of inseparable, right?
Yeah, totally.
If you saw me, you saw Michelle, and vice versa. And here we are. It's almost 20 years,
Yeah.
and I got her to move to the Philippines.
I know.
So-
Crazy. I guess we could roll right into that.
Yeah. So Ed and I moved to the Philippines in 2017 with our daughter Aria. We moved with the intention of retiring from nightlife, and we just wanted to start a new chapter. We moved to Cebu not knowing anybody except my cousin Fred and my cousin Loloy.
That's right, yeah.
Right? That first year, we were really preparing for our wedding, which we had at Shangri-La. We had about 80 or 90 people from the Bay Area come out in June of 2017. And that first 6 months that we were here was actually as exciting as it was to move to a new country and just travel. I really was missing my bestie.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, luckily you moved and it was pretty soon. You had your wedding and we were all out here in the Philippines. So it almost felt like we were just on vacation for a bit because you also came back home to pick up all of your belongings,
Yes.
right?
And it was for Em and Mike's wedding in October.
Yeah. So,
Right. So
it
shortly
wasn't
after.
like you left and didn't come back and I didn't see you. For
Right.
that first kind of like, I don't know, 6 months.
Right.
We were all kind of like vaguely together.
We were.
Yeah.
And you were at our honeymoon.
That's right.
So right after the wedding, Ed and I had our honeymoon in Boracay, and Michelle was still in town. So I said, why don't you just come with us? And since, you know, I haven't seen you in 6 months and you're leaving, just come with us. So we end
You
up.
actually said, I have a lifetime with Ed.
I did.
I have a lifetime with Ed, and I don't have a lifetime with you. Just come
Yes.
to me.
That's, you
Come
know
hang
what?
out.
You're right. That's exactly how I sold it. And Ed knew that I completely missed you. So
Yeah.
he was totally fine being
The
the
third
third
wheel.
wheel at our own honeymoon. Which we had a great time.
We got matching
Yes,
tattoos, by
we
the
did,
way.
we did.
All three of us.
Yes.
Which now Gerard also
Yes,
is
Gerard
involved.
joined the team. So it's rock, paper, scissors,
Scissors,
shoot.
shoot.
So you're my rock. Let's get paper. I will
We
cut
anyone
somebody
out
for
of
you.
our life.
And we'll shoot. But we wanted to incorporate Gerard.
Right.
When the
And
four
he
of
was
us,
like,
yeah.
shoot.
So that was the first year, right? And I think I only got to see you a couple of other times after.
Maybe like 2 or 3 times.
2 or 3
total.
times while we were here.
Yeah.
But every time that you and I talked, I always sprinkled the idea of, come move here.
Yeah.
'Cause that's the only thing that was missing for me. I love being here and I loved our new chapter, our new life here. But the only thing that was really missing was my bestie.
Yeah.
Yes.
And she asked me literally every single time I
Yes.
saw her, single time I visited. And like every single time it felt like the right time. However, like when I would go back home and like do the logistics of things as the very practical person I am, thinking like, how do I quit a good job? Like,
Yes.
how do I like sell all my stuff and do all these things? So of course, like the idea would fizzle because it would scare me, right? To move
Right.
alone to a new country without my family.
Yes.
You know, it felt like a very big risk.
Right. Which I completely understand because Ed and I moved out here together with Arya. So we were a unit, right? So even though that in itself was scary, to do something completely different,
Yeah.
you know, drop everything and move to another country, which was huge. And people were telling us like, I can't believe you're leaving San Francisco to move to the Philippines. But look how beautiful Cebu is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least you guys were doing it as a unit.
Yes, as
right?
a unit. So I completely understand what you mean by it would be a huge risk for you to do
Yeah.
it yourself. Yes.
Fast forward, Gerard and I are on a trip with the rest of my family. Actually, we were here for my grandma's 95th birthday, and we were all celebrating her birthday. And my whole family was here. My siblings were here. Their partners were here. Lo and behold, I got engaged.
Yay.
Gerard was planning everything, and I had no idea. Well, I had an inkling, right?
Yes.
Because
Because of Bali, right?
well, not even just Bali. This was before Bali. I had an inkling because me, Gerard, and a couple of our friends were watching the Niners at like this rooftop bar in San Francisco play. And one of his coworkers actually was sitting next to me. And we had already a couple of drinks, and I'm sure she was just like kind of excited and spilled the beans, was like, do you think Gerard is going to propose to you while you guys are out there? And I was like, oh, I don't know. Is that a thing? Like, I don't know what's happening.
Yes.
And she's like, oh, I don't know. I don't know. She like kind of brushed it off. And I was like, and then next thing you know, someone else across the table was like, looked at her and was like, why would you say that? So then I was like, something's happening.
Yes.
So I had like a little bit of an inkling,
right.
Like I wasn't like completely blind. But when he did it, I was completely shocked. I thought it would have been in Bali, right?
Right.
Because why not? It's beautiful.
Yes.
Sunset. We were in like a beautiful villa and all
Right.
these things. And then they almost ruined it there because we walked into the villa in Bali.
Did
the
they put
bed had
rose petals?
rose
Yes.
petals. And then there was a cake with writing on it saying happy engagement. And then on the card, it also said, welcome to the lovely, like, new engaged couple. I hope you enjoy your stay. And I'm just like, okay, baby, am I supposed
missing
to,
something? Yeah.
Are we engaged?
Yes.
Like, what happened? But then...
Did he play it off? He played it off,
He
right?
totally played it off. He's
Yeah.
like, you know, he used to work at a hotel, so
Yeah.
he knows how to get upgrades at
Okay.
a room. And obviously one of them is if you get married or if you get engaged, they will upgrade you guys. Did you know
Oh,
that? I
should
mean,
we
they
do
will,
that
they
in
will
our
give you a
next
cake,
trip?
they'll give you balloons, they'll set up
Yes.
the room, like just say it's your honeymoon or whatever. So he like played it off, was like, you know, I worked in the hotel industry. I know how to get an upgrade, and this is kind of what you say, and I totally got it. And that's the only reason I was like, okay, all right. Totally went along with
Yeah.
it. And then kind of just like been every moment, like, you know, it's kind of like tiptoeing around. You're like, when is it? When is it?
Right.
Like, do I need to be
ready? Are my
like,
nails ready?
Yeah. Do I need my hair ready? Like, should I have my makeup on?
Yes.
Like, what do I need to be doing?
Right.
Like, I need to be prepared because on Instagram, all the ladies are prepared.
Yes.
All the ladies are always prepared. Like, their nails are all nice. I'm just like, all right. So I did my best, right? I normally always have a little bit of makeup on, but sure enough, it's my grandma's birthday and we're at her clinic.
Yes.
She owned an optical, and we're there. And mind you, it's like in Quezon City. It's like literally in the thick of things. It's like in the ghetto. Like it's not like super fancy, super nice. And we're really just like celebrating my grandma. And of course, like I'm just walking around in chinelas, like, bro.
Wait, what color were they?
Black and yellow.
The ones that you wear in the shower?
Yes. Not even like nice slides. Not even like the...
They were too big for you. I saw in the video. I was like, oh, she's so cute. And then look at the chinelas.
Oh my God. I died. I was like, it's so funny when you have this out of body experience, right? Like you're in the moment and you're trying to enjoy it. And then all of a sudden my soul lifts out of my body, looks down, and they're like, oh shit, you have some ugly ass chanelas on. Like, what are you doing? You can even see it. Like, we should put a video.
Yes.
You can see my feet. Like, I'm literally like, my feet are planted. And then all of a sudden I try to hide my feet like on top of each other so you can't see my toes and like the chanelas.
It's hilarious. It's a great story.
Cool. I'm like, why didn't nobody tell me to put my shoes on?
Well, Gerard messaged me prior.
Yeah.
And told me that he was going to propose, which I was over the moon about. And him and I were actually planning something in Siargao.
Yeah.
Remember? And I told you, I wasn't going to Siargao. I was pretending not to go. But I was looking for places that he could propose at. That island, I forgot the name of the island, or by the coconut grove. So there's different places.
Yeah.
But honestly, it all worked out because he decided to do that at your grandma's
it was so perfect. I was so shocked. I was
he
so
wanted
surprised.
her to be part of it, and the whole
my
family.
grandma was there.
So I think it was
she, at that age, like 95, you're like in and out of it, and she was totally with it. And she looked at the ring.
Oh, yes.
She looks at the. I'm like, Mama, look. You know, we just got engaged. And she goes, oh, that's fake. Gerard's face. I could not tell you. Gerard's like, oh no, that's real.
I love that so much because at that age, it's like she can do no wrong, say no. And she's going to say whatever she wants. And that's hilarious.
I was dead. I mean, that whole trip was funny to begin with. One, because a lot of surprises were happening and they were all being unfolded before the surprises happened. Because remember, my mom told me at the airport.
Oh, yes.
My mom ruined the surprise that you were coming.
Yeah. What did she say
My mom goes, oh, have you talked to Maravik? I'm like, yeah, I talk to her all the time. Like, I just texted her the other day. Right. She goes, oh, she told you she's coming to Siargao, right? And I'm like, no, she did not tell me. And she's like, oh, it was supposed to be a surprise. I'm like, why would you tell me that?
I literally texted, I think, your sister and your mom. And I said, I'm going to surprise Michelle. And I'm going to tell her I'm not going to Siargao, but I'll meet you there. Because Marie, sorry.
Yeah.
Your sister Marie. I told them that in a separate chat, but that's hilarious that she totally outed me.
I was like, oh my, I'm literally sitting at the airport, like not even thinking that you're coming. And then I'm like, why would you tell me that? My mom.
Oh, I love Auntie.
She will not keep a secret.
We should bring her on the show.
We should. Yeah, when she comes and visit, for sure. That would be hilarious.
Give her a little margarita.
To bring it back full circle, like at the end of the trip, we did end up coming to Cebu, right?
Yes.
And Maravik did a great job. Guys, if you want your besties or a loved one to move to the Philippines, here's how you do it.
Yes.
You basically plan whatever vacation they have, right, around the luxuries in life, right? The driver, you wake up and there's food cooked, you have their laundry done, like you don't even have them, like their clothes are folded. And then at every moment where like you have a struggle in your regular life, you basically just chime in and say, this could be your life, guys. Look at the driver, look at the lifestyle, look at the boats, look at this.
Yes.
And after a while, you're kind of like, yeah, why am I struggling in the Bay Area? Like literally walking over homeless people. Sorry, Bay Area, but it's gotten crazy. Fearful for my own purse. Like I can't even like carry a purse, not wondering if someone's going to snatch it out of my hands. And then you come here and you're like, everyone's walking around freely, having fun. I'm like, why not? And then sure enough, Gerard and I had just gotten engaged. We were on a high. Maravik just asked at the right time.
I did. I mean, I had been asking for years, but I feel like that was the best time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I had found my person.
Yes, you did.
I wasn't going to do it alone. And then, yeah, a year later, we went back home. Literally, we landed, we got unpacked and everything. And I looked at Gerard and was like, let's check back in 6 months. So in September, if this is still like a thing, then let's do it. Let's buy the tickets. Let's tell my boss. Like, let's tell our bosses. We can move.
Yes.
And that's what happened.
And that's exactly what happened.
And we're here.
So you moved 2024 May, the end of May.
Literally
believe.
like May 31st.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
Right. So you've been here for over a year.
Yeah.
I feel like time just we blinked.
Yeah.
And here you are. We started Aurora.
Yeah,
Right?
we did.
We started Aurora in end of November of last year.
Yes. I mean, I think the official date was like November 17th. We had a soft opening, which
Yes.
we still have never had a grand opening.
Yeah.
But
Which we should still, right?
guys, watch out for the grand opening.
Yes, please. We started in November. Well, let's talk about Aurora, how it came to life.
Sure. So I'm a nurse to begin with, obviously Nurse Michelle, and we've loved skincare. I mean,
Yes.
to be honest, like we've always loved skincare and makeup and all those things
Yes.
since we were younger. I got my esthetician license on top of my nursing license with the idea of someday starting a skincare brand / like med spa in San Francisco. And then that kind of fizzled out. And a family member of yours
Yes.
had the idea of starting a med spa business.
Right.
They mentioned maybe like Michelle could do it, or actually with the idea of you guys running it.
I think initially it was that idea, but then when you came to visit, it kind of formulated into, hey, let's do it together, right?
Yeah.
Because I'd already given you the idea of trying to move here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, this is post like, yes, we're going to move.
Right.
And then this is kind of like a simmering of like, oh, what about opening this business? And then
Right.
I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds great.
Because initially it wasn't even that, right? The
Right.
idea was for you guys to come here and then
do something with
with
trademark.
trademark. Right. So
Which trademark, if you don't know, is Maravik's
Yes.
and Ed's business.
Yes.
It's the best club in Cebu. If you haven't been there, you should go.
we'll see you there. See you Friday. Yeah. So initially it was that idea, but I think it kind of just happened organically when we started talking about.
The med spa.
Yeah.
Yeah. It almost started like an avalanche. Like it
Right.
started rolling. Next
Right.
thing you know,
We're like, hey, let's buy this machine.
I came back to visit because my mom had some properties that she needed to sell and
Mm-hmm.
she needed my signature. So me, my brother, my sister came out here quickly during March
Right.
before we moved.
That's right.
And that's when we kind of like, I think 2 or 3 machines.
Right. Let's do it.
I guess we're doing this.
it. We're going to do it.
We don't know where we're going to do it.
We're just going to figure it out later.
Maybe at the basement of your
Yeah,
house.
right.
Like, I mean, yeah, that's kind of where we started
Right.
actually. We
Yeah,
set up
seriously in
downstairs
the living room.
In the living room.
Yes.
And like started doing laser treatments. In the
Yes.
living room.
Well, we have these machines. Might as well try it out. We're like the perfect guinea pigs,
I
right?
know.
Yeah. So it started there.
Yeah.
And then I think when you and Gerard finally moved out here in May, like we started getting the ball rolling. Like, okay, besides our living room, where are we going to start Aurora, which is your middle name, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So the reason we came about with Aurora, it's my middle name and my grandma's first name. It was also part of the skincare business that I tried to start in San Francisco at one point and kind of like failed at it because I didn't know business. We toyed around with other names though.
Right.
right?
We did.
We tried to come up with other kind of like fun, flirty names that would fit in the Cebu scene, and then somehow still came back. I think it was Ed. Ed was like, why aren't we using Aurora? Like,
Right.
I like the way that sounds.
Yes.
And I think it was him that was like, let's just go back with that. And I was like, well, I'm totally fine with it.
Yeah.
And then that's how we settled on Aurora.
And then we started working on
The logo.
the branding.
Yeah, the branding.
Yeah. Which is funny because this living room here
Totally
actually
kind of like
fits our
Aurora's theme.
Exactly.
Colorful theme, which
Yes.
I love.
Yes.
That Aurora kind of like stands out is that we aren't the typical, and there's nothing wrong. Let's put that out there. I'm not bashing. I'm not talking bad about any other clinics. Like, I totally love the aesthetic of minimalistic. Like, let's be real. It's stunning. Like, look at Kim Kardashian's home. Like, it's beautiful. But I really wanted to stand out as something separate from the norm med spas, right?
Right.
We chose very colorful, vibrant logo and
Yes.
and follow that through the theme of like the inside of Aurora.
Yes. And I feel like it suits our personality.
I think so.
You know, it's the
Yeah.
four of us.
For sure.
You're obviously the face, it's your name, but the dynamic and
For
like
sure.
it fits who we are.
Yeah.
Right.
And it was this beautiful like process of like layers of trying to figure out this logo, and all of us really put a lot of effort into it.
We did.
Yeah, like each one of us had lots of opinions and
Right.
totally settled. Like when we saw it, it
We're like, yeah,
almost
that's it.
clicked. It
Yeah.
was kind of like this like, very
Yeah.
exciting moment.
And I think we like turned something around.
Yeah.
Or we were just in the living room trying to
Yes.
figure it out, and it just happened.
And then next thing you know, we're like,
yeah, let's do it. Yay. And so we have a beautiful studio now in the Meridian. I think my favorite part of the studio, besides the whole aesthetics, is outside. We have a patio
Yes.
or balcony that overlooks the city, and it's so nice,
Mm-hmm.
which actually led us to start
Sunset Sounds.
Sunset Sounds.
For sure.
So we've had two,
Yes.
which is like this intimate R&B vibe type.
Loungy balcony vibes that
Yes.
kind of gives you this New York rooftop.
Yeah.
Like you don't feel like you're in Cebu when you're
No,
there.
no. I think people saw our stories. People were asking, "Where are you guys?"
Yeah.
Doesn't even seem like you're in Cebu.
I know. Like I work within on the inside of it, and I stare at the balcony just like wondering like I really want to maximize this space because it is beautiful and
Right.
it is fun and it is like shareable.
Yes.
And you know, just coming up with the idea of like how do we bring community
Right.
and like you know, friends into this space
Right.
more. And that's kind of like where Sunset Sounds came from.
The events that we've had have been so much fun.
Yes.
It's like small, intimate, but still a lot of energy. I really love it, and I can't wait for our next one. And
Yeah, somewhere around like Halloween.
Halloween,
time.
yeah.
We came up with the R&B vibe because like the four of us
Oh, yes.
love 90s R&B.
Yes.
Like I still listen to it at the gym. Like you'll see Gerard listening to hip hop and I'm there like totally
Yes.
diehard R&B.
Do you think that, wait, did we talk about this during our trip to Vietnam? Is that
Oh,
right?
yes.
Yes.
Well, no. I mean, we were inspired
Yeah.
because of that bar
Yeah,
in
Mommy's.
Vietnam. Mommy,
In-
which you guys should visit
Yes,
if you
in
guys
Vietnam.
haven't visit.
Hi, Rochelle.
It's in Ho Chi Minh.
Yeah.
And it's impeccable. Like I would spend hours there.
We
like,
literally spent hours
We
there.
did, yeah, we
actually
spent hours there.
4 or 5 hours there
just
drinking
listening
tequila.
to R&B, drinking
And
tequila,
listening to R&B.
and having a great time. And literally, I was like, I want that in Cebu.
Yes.
Like, I want to take that and that whole concept because it was beautiful. It was amazing. I totally enjoyed it. I felt very seen and like very good in that moment. And
Yes.
I was like, I want to take that and bring it to Cebu.
And we did. And I think I
Yeah.
feel like the vibe for Sunset Sounds, it feels homey.
Yeah.
It reminds me of San Francisco.
It gives like party house vibes.
Yes.
Like that,
Yes.
like come over to my house. Let's hang
out.
outside.
Yes.
And like, let's just have drinks.
Yes. That's exactly what it feels like. And I love that we started that, and I can't wait for the next one. So
For sure. Same.
So every time we're at home and a funny thing happens, or I come downstairs and we're dressed alike,
Or we're matching.
which we
randomly.
always do. But every time we have these funny moments, we always look at each other and we say, "Man, I wish we could have recorded this. We should share this because we think it's funny.
Yeah.
I mean, we think it's funny, and we hope that our dynamic and our friendship, we could share that with everyone.
With everyone, exactly.
Right?
And I feel like, I don't know, you could tell us. I feel like we're interesting enough, right?
We have one listener.
I could be lying, but hey,
No,
I
it
find
doesn't
myself
matter.
interesting,
It's fine.
and I feel like the world might find myself
Yes,
interesting.
we are. And Yasmin messaged yesterday when we posted that we were going to start this podcast.
We have a follower
She
already.
said, "I'll listen to you guys. I can't wait. I love you guys."
And we hope you guys feel the same
Yeah.
way. Honestly, like we're doing this with good intentions and just being able to like share the beauty that we see on a day-to-day basis.
And just sharing the friendship, the work that it takes to start a business, to run a business, to do everything else in between.
For sure. To be a mom, to be an auntie.
Yes.
Or Austin will call me auntie mommy.
Auntie mommy. Yes. Austin loves you. What is it? A Gemini whisperer?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm a Virgo, but I'm a Gemini whisperer.
I love when you do that voice.
The voice.
It's so interesting. I don't
That's
know if
my
I could do that.
ASMR voice.
Oh, okay. First of all, yesterday was totally serendipity,
For
which
sure.
is our word of the week.
Yes.
Let's go back to that, just because I feel like that's a
Sure.
part of it, right?
I was on vacation in Boracay for my birthday. And I so happened
Happy
to
birthday.
come. Oh, thank you. I'm 40.
She turned
Thank
40.
you. I'm
Look
not
at her.
ashamed
She looks
of my age.
amazing.
Thank you. I don't know if I was on the plane or I was in Boracay, and I come across our friend Trisha's post, and she's literally, showing this podcast studio that's stunning. I'm telling you, like, clearly, look at this space. Like,
Yes.
I love it. And, she's interviewing one of her friends about dating. I was like, oh my God. Like, I messaged her immediately. Literally, the story hadn't even finished. And I go into the message and I'm like, oh my God, I wanted to do this. Can I come? I don't care what I have to do. Like, can I just come and watch? Or if you need a host, or like, I literally told her, like, please, like, can I get in there? And she's like, yes, absolutely. Come and visit the studio. Like, the space is amazing. And I was like, yay. So then, of course, like, I set up a time and a date and then look at Maravik. And I'm like, hey, Trish invited us to go visit the studio. And Maravik's like, what studio?
Yeah, I didn't.
What are you
well,
talking about?
I knew Trish started a podcast, but I think I was kind of out of it. But when you said that we're just going to visit, I was like, we're just going to visit, right? We're not going to actually do a podcast.
So that was my thought too. Like, I thought we were just visiting
Yes.
as well.
I
Like,
literally just come from the gym, which I mean, let's be honest. We're always in gym clothes, so it doesn't
Yeah.
matter if I go to the gym
Athleisure
or
is
not.
what I live in.
Exactly. We end up coming here and seeing this space. It's just
We fell in love with it.
so good. And I think we've talked about doing a podcast.
For
or
sure.
Talked about
100%.
recording our lives and just putting it out there to see if
Yes.
people think we're as funny as we think we are.
Yes. And we'll come with more stories,
Yes,
I promise.
we will. But we ended up doing an impromptu podcast with Trish yesterday, and Gerard, me, Michelle.
Yes.
And it was just so much fun. And
It was so invigorating. Like, I
Yes.
felt recharged.
me too.
Like, very energized.
Yes.
Like, oh my God, excited. Like, something new is happening. It's
Exactly.
like Christmas Day when you open your gift, not the day after when it's already done. It's literally the moment you're opening your
Yes.
gift where it's like still new and it's still fresh. Like, new car smell. Like,
Oh, that's a really
what I
good
mean?
analogy. I love new car smell. I just felt really, really excited. Like yesterday when we got home, looking up, talking to ChatGPT, my bestie,
ChatGPT
my
is
other
our
bestie.
friends.
My ChatGPT's name is Juniper, and
Mine
yours,
is Spruce.
which we have another story. We can save that for later.
We'll save that for another day.
We'll do that when the boys are here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which they will be our guests as well. You'll see them, you'll meet them. So that'll be exciting. And we'll have guests. We already have a lineup of
We
people that we want to
do.
bring in. We're honestly like genuinely excited about this new podcast.
We're just really happy to sit and be ourselves.
Yes.
And talk about life and everything that we're doing, and happy to share it with you guys and all the amazing people that we know and love.
And the things that we've learned. Honestly, like we have lived a lot of different lives.
Yes.
And I feel like I want to share the knowledge as well. I want to share the tips, the advice, the tricks, whatever. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like I just want no gatekeeping.
Yes, no gatekeeping.
Like in 2025, who's gatekeeping?
Yes. we'll share all the, I mean, I don't even have any secrets, but things that we know, like, hey, how can we share what we do on a daily,
For sure.
daily basis. So speaking of daily basis and things that we do on a normal week, let's talk about our glow up.
So the quick fire is basically glow or no.
Oh, glow or no.
So basically, is it a yes or is it a no for you? For your three.
Okay.
Matcha or coffee?
Matcha. Right now, I'm a matcha girl.
Matcha girly.
Yeah, that's very Gen Z of me. I'm a millennial who sometimes identifies as a Gen Z.
All right. It's a glow for the matcha.
Yes.
What about cold plunge or sauna?
Sauna.
Not into the cold
No,
plunge.
I've tried the cold plunge once in Siargao, which I did with Trish. And I actually did 5 minutes for my first time. And surprisingly, I even lasted that long. But it was pretty intense. I think it's a mental thing and you really have to like zone in.
Yes.
Something I probably have to practice.
Yeah.
But I feel like for a sauna, I don't need practice. I just
You
sit
just
and
sit
melt
relax.
away. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah. It's a glow for the sauna.
Yeah.
All right. Last thing. Solo trips. Glow or no?
I have never been on a solo trip.
Girl.
Yes.
You're missing
Actually,
out.
there you go. That's something that I mean, I don't know if anyone knows about that, but I've never done a solo trip, which I completely admire you because I know you've done a ton, which I need to do. And I know Trish does solo trips, right? And I love seeing women going and being by themselves and traveling safely, of course. That's something I want to do.
Okay.
So I want that to be a glow, but usually it's with my husband or the kids.
Right.
And that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Oh,
never
man.
done. Yeah. Or the girls, you know what I mean? A girls trip.
Yeah.
But yes.
Okay.
That's on my bucket list.
Got it.
Yeah. First one is monthly friendship check-ins.
Glow, girl. Yes.
Yes.
For sure. Daily check-ins. What you mean?
Yes.
Yeah. Here's one thing that we started just recently. I started first with my husband is morning hugs. I feel like unless it's like the weekend or like a night out, like we don't, like one of us sleeps in, one of us is awake to feed Hank, right? And it's my turn to feed Hank in the morning and Hank gets fed at night by Gerard. Anyways, so I wake up first.
Tell everyone who Hank is.
Hanky is my dog. He's the cutest little Aussie shepherd.
Yes, he is.
Anyway, so I get up first around 6 a.m. and like the first thing we do, literally right when Gerard gets out of the room, my arms are open, like hug, grounding, breath work. And you just like really start the day together as like a couple on a good note. And I started doing that with Maravik.
Yes.
So whenever we first see each other in the morning, it's like a hug,
Yes.
glow.
And
check-ins.
Michelle gives the best hugs. It's also because she's really strong. But yeah, she does give the best hugs.
Also, Austin started doing it.
Yeah,
Austin is
yes.
your youngest,
Yes.
and she started like hugging with us. It's like
Yes.
an Austin sandwich.
I love that.
Yeah.
Thank you for starting that. I need that. Okay, so the next one is oat milk or almond milk.
So coming from the Bay Area, it's a no for the almond milk because like almonds take up a lot of water and there's like droughts in the Bay Area. So I try to do my best not to drink almonds. But then again, like it just takes so much water to grow one almond. Like it takes
Which I didn't know that until
gallons and gallons of water.
told me recently.
So as much as like I'm also just not a milk person in my coffee. Like there's
Right.
no milk in my coffee.
That's right.
I drink my coffee black. But if I had to choose, it would be an oat milk latte.
Okay.
But oat milk also isn't that great, supposedly.
Last one. Birthday parties or birthday trips?
Sorry, it's a trip for me.
Okay. Yes.
I mean, I'm always like, I love a party, but like, I feel like trips are a little bit more like valuable just because you really kind of get out of your element and you get into someone else's space, honestly, for once. And
Right.
I like that.
I love that. I would like both.
For sure.
Can we start with a birthday party and then end with a
Absolutely.
birthday trip?
Absolutely.
Or
It's a
vice
whole
versa.
month.
You did birthday trip and then we had a birthday party.
Yes.
Which next time we should talk about like
Absolutely.
hangover relief
Yeah, for sure.
at Aurora.
Yeah, we will get into more of Aurora, more of
Yes.
Trademark.
Yes.
More of like the ins and outs and the fun times for sure.
Thanks for saving a seat with us here at Table for Two.
If you like the conversation, like, subscribe, and share. Until next week.
Yes, we'll have more stories. We'll see you then.
Dreams, this is our moment.